Okay, fifth grade, today we are going to start lesson 10-6, which is entitled More Adding and Subtracting Mixed Numbers, found on page 264 and 265 in your text. Let's start off by getting our objective copy, please. And again, you're going to see our objective is the same and similar to what we've just been working on. So copy down in your notes that I can add and subtract mixed numbers by replacing given fractions with equivalent fractions in such a way to produce an equivalent sum or difference of fractions with like denominators. Okay, so nothing really new. That's the same stuff we've been working on. So take a minute now too and copy down the question. How can adding and subtracting mixed numbers help you solve problems? That's our question we're going to start at and look at today. And then just as a little reminder to have in your notes, we're going to be approaching some problems today with parentheses. And let's put our reminder that you're going to complete the work inside of the parentheses first. So take a minute to stop the tape and copy that information down. Okay, now look at the top of page 264 and 265 with me. We're going to go through the word problem together and the steps together. Then we will stop and write down the notes together. Okay, so again, how can adding and subtracting mixed numbers help you solve problems? It says Clarice has 2 lengths of fabric to make covers for his sofa and chair. The covers require 9 2/3 yards of fabric. How much fabric will Clarice have left over? Okay, fifth grade, we need to ask ourselves, what information is needed first? This is a 2-step problem. So what do we need to do first? Okay, we need to take and add the fabric that we have. So the green fabric and the yellow fabric there. We have to take the 7 5/6 yards and put it together with the 5 3/4 yards. So we have the total, so we know how much fabric we are starting with. Okay, so let's go and start and do that step 1, top of page 265. It says add to find out how much fabric Clarice has in all. So you see there they lined up 5 3/4 plus 7 5/6. Okay, when you're adding mixed numbers, we start with the fractions first. Can we add 3/4 and 5/6 together? No, we can't. So we have to find our LCD first. LCD of 4 and 6 is what? You see there on the page is 12. Good. So then they made equivalent fractions right there. The 3/4 changed to 9/12 and the 5/6 changed to what? Good, 10/12. Okay, now we can go ahead and add our new fractions. 9 plus 10 is 19 over 12. And then you see here they added the whole numbers together, 5 plus 7, to give you 12 and 19/12. Now you'll say there, well, Ms. Sharber, that's 19/12 is an improper fraction, and yes it is. They just choose not to show you that word because they assume you already know it. We'll go over that step later and write it out together. You see there that 12 and 19/12 equals 13 and 7/12. So Clarice has 13 and 7/12 yards of fabric in all. That's what she has together. Well, now that we know what she has in all, how are we going to find out how much of her fabric is left over? What do we need to do next? Subtract. Good. So you're going to take 13 and 7/12 and subtract from 9 2/3. So look at your step 2 on page 265. It says subtract the amount she will use, 9 2/3 yards, from the total length of fabric. So you'll see the problem there set up. 13 and 7/12 take away 9 2/3. Okay? Now 7/12 take away 2/3. Do they have a common denominator? No, they don't. So we have to find the LCD between 12 and 3. Okay? Which is what? 12. Good, and you see that in your book. Okay, so 13 and 7/12 changes to 12 and 19/12, and 9 2/3 is going to change to 9 8/12. Okay, again, fifth grade, what part are they not showing us? They're not showing you how to change and get more 12s, and we will go over that in a minute as well. And now you see they subtracted then 19 take away 8 is 11/12, and 12 minus 9 is 3. All right, good job. So then our fabric that's left over is 3 and 11/12 yards. Okay, now I want you to go ahead and we're going to copy and work through that problem together. Ms. Bennett, you can stop the tape.